Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be reading a Billy B mystery, the first book. We're going to be doing the complete collection over a series of days. So, first off we're going to start with Spooky House by Sally Rippon, illustrated by Akai Faraka. Today my friend will be reading with me. Hello! Chapter 1. It's lunchtime and the weather is hot. Billy B. Brown and her friends sit under the peppercorn tree at the edge of the playground. Billy pulls a banana sandwich out of her lunchbox. Then she pulls out something wrapped in tissue paper. "What's that?" Mika asks. "Guess," says Billy, smiling. Secretively, she hands Mika a bundle of tissue paper. "Don't open it, though." Mika closes her eyes and feels through the tissues. It has a long, thin bit," she says slowly, "and a round bit, and it's hard." "I know what it is," says Jack. He has already seen Billy's new present because he lives next door. Billy showed it to him yesterday. "Don't tell," says Billy. "Can I see?" says Alex. Mika hands him the package. "Give us a clue," asks Mika. Billy grins. "It makes things bigger." "A magnifying glass?" Mika says. "You're right," says Billy. She takes the package from Alex and carefully unwraps it. There, glinting in the sunlight, is a brand new magnifying glass. "My grandma gave it to me," she says proudly. "Cool," Alex and Mika say together. They touch their glass with their fingertips. "You can burn stuff with a magnifying glass." Alex says, "If we hold it over some dry leaves, we could start a fire. I saw it on TV once." "No way," says Jack. "That's dangerous. Mr. Bento would be pretty angry if you burn the whole school down." Billy beckons for her first listen closely and lowers her voice. "Actually, I was thinking we could start a secret mystery club. We can use the magnifying glass to be spies and look for clues. It's detectives who use magnifying glasses, not spies," Alex says. Billy rolls her eyes. Sometimes Alex acts like she knows everything. "That's what I meant," she says, shrugging. "Detectives? Aren't they the same thing?" Mika says. "No way," says Alex. "Detectives are like Sherlock Holmes spies and James Bonds." "Can I be James Bond?" says Mika. "Bags being Sherlock Holmes," says Jack. "That's not what I meant," says Billy, feeling frustrated that her friends are being silly. We'll be more like the famous 5 or Secret 7. "But there's only 4 of us," Jack grins, "unless you want to invite Scraps." Alex Woods and Mika laughs. Billy can't help grinning a little, but she wants her friends to listen. "Come on, I'm serious," she says. "Where are we going to find a mystery around here?" "Billy," Jack says. He swings his arms out wide. "Unless you want to find out the mystery of the stinky lunchbox," Alex jokes. "Or the missing pencil case," Mika giggles. Billy sighs. Jack's right, she thinks. School isn't a very exciting place to explore. Neither are our homes. Even the park isn't very exciting anymore now that we are big. Billy tries to think of a place where we might find a mystery to solve. She has to be quick. Already her friends have started talking about other things. If she doesn't think of something soon, there won't be a secret club with her at all. Just then, Billy has an idea. A super duper idea. She knows the perfect place. It's mysterious and spooky, and she is sure her friends will be impressed. "I know somewhere," she says loudly. "A really scary place, but only super brave kids could dare to go there." "Well," asked the others. They turned to face her, suddenly interested again. Billy leans back against the trunk of the tree and smiles. She knows her friends are paying attention now. "The spooky house at the end of our street," she says. Jack gasps. "The haunted house?" Billy nods. "There's no such thing as a haunted house," Alex scoffs. He crosses his arms against his chest. Billy feels annoyed with Alex, even though she is pretty sure there's no such thing as well. She still wants to make absolutely super sure. Besides, she really wants to start a secret mystery club, and Alex is running everything, so she ignores him and turns to Mika and Jack, putting on her spookiest voice. Sometimes, when you walk past the house, you can hear sawing or grinding noises, she says. That's the witch in there, grinding up bones. Witches don't live in haunted houses, Alex laughs. That's ghosts. There are ghosts too, Billy adds. They wait until a kid walks past on their own and then catch them. Then the witch grinds up their bones and eats them. Jack and Mika shiver. No one has ever seen anyone go in, Billy says in her spooky voice, or come out. She's having fun making up the story. Then she announces the first mystery of the Secret Mystery Club is to find out who's living in that old house at the end of our street. Who is brave enough to come with me? She holds up her magnifying glass to her eye. Mika shouts up her hand. Alex puts up his hand too, but he rolls his eyes like he doesn't believe Billy's story. Last of all, Jack puts up his hand very slowly. He looks worried. Billy knows he is only putting up his hand because he doesn't want to be left behind. Billy feels a teensy bit bad. She didn't mean to scare Jack. Well, but she really, really wants to find an exciting mystery for the Secret Mystery Club to solve. Jack will be okay, she thinks. She hopes she's right. Chapter 2.
Chapter 2. That weekend, Jack, Mika and Alex meet at Billy's house. They all sit in a circle in Billy's room with the door tightly closed. Billy has written a sign to put on the door. Keep out, especially you, Noah. Secret meeting. No little kids allowed. Billy's little brother Noah can't read yet, but Billy hopes her parents will get the hint. Billy doesn't mind playing with Noah some days, but not every day. And besides, Noah is much too young for secret mystery business. Billy has borrowed the picnic basket from the kitchen cupboard. She hands it around the group one by one with her friends, put in a packet of lollies each. They have bought them with their own pocket money. Billy drops her packet in last, then reads out their plan from her special secret notebook, which has a real lock and key. She has written in her tiniest, extra small handwriting so that she can use her magnifying glass to read. She squints down at the paper. The Secret Mysteries Club first mystery. What is going on in the haunted house? Is there really a witch living there? She reads. Plan 2. 2 people knock on the door and pretend that they are selling lollies for school. The other 2 will look through a window or over the back fence, look for any clues and report back to the Secret Mystery Club, CMC, as soon as possible. What's the CMC? Mika asks. Code for Secret Mystery Club. Sorry guys, I just got the giggles. Let's continue. Okay, code for Secret Mystery Club, Billy says. Whatever happens, nobody must know our club, okay? Okay, agree the other 3. Maybe we could have a secret call, Alex suggests. Good idea, says Billy. She's happy that Alex seems to be enjoying the mystery now. How about a whistle? Like this. She puts her fingers into her mouth and whistles loudly. Next door, Jack's dog Scrap starts barking. Billy giggles. Too obvious, says Alex. Maybe we could have a secret call, Alex suggests. Good idea, says Billy. Good idea, says Billy. She is happy that Alex seems to be enjoying the mystery now. How about a whistle? Like this. She puts her fingers to her mouth and whistles loudly. Next door, Jack's dog Scrap starts barking. Billy giggles. Too obvious, says Alex. And I can't whistle, admits Mika. How about a bird call? Says Jack. All of them begin squawking and whistling and making all kinds of bird noises. Choo-wit, choo-woo, caw, caw, chip, chip. Finally, Alex does a rooster crow and everyone burst out laughing. All right, a rooster crow it is. All right, a rooster crow it is, Billy giggles. Now, this is the important decision. Who is going around the front of the spooky house and who's going around the back? Everyone looks at each other. I don't really want to knock on the front door, Jack says. Well, you're a good climber, Billy says, so maybe you and Alex should look over the back fence. Alex shrugs. Okay, with me. Jack shrugs. I guess so. He chews a fingernail nervously. Billy grins. Will you come with me then, Mika? She asks. We'll knock on the front door. Mika nods bravely. If a witch comes to the front door, we'll just run away, Billy explains. What about us? Jack yelps. You run too, Billy says. If we get separated, meet back here, okay? The others nod. Billy sticks out her hand, palm facing downwards. Put your hand on mine, she says. Everyone puts their palm face down on Billy's. Then she bounces their hands up and down and crows loudly like a rooster. The others join in. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Billy looks out of the corner of her eye. She can see that Billy looks at Jack out of the corner of her eye. She can see that he is trying his best to crow like a rooster. Cock-a-doodle-doo! But he's so nervous that he sounds more like a squawking hen. I wonder if I should tell him it's just a game, Billy thinks. But then the others would think I was tricking, and the secret mystery club would have no mystery to solve.
Chapter 3. Billy makes her way down the street with the rest of the secret mystery club. When they get close to the spooky house, they split into two groups. Alex and Jack slip around the side of the house. Billy and Mika wait a minute. Then they walk up to the front gate. This is the closest Billy has ever been to the spooky house. Usually when she and Jack walk past, they cross to the other side of the street. She feels a buzzy mix of excitement and fear. Even though she knows that a witch probably doesn't live there, her heart is still beating very fast. Billy slowly pushes open the front door gate. It lets out a long squeal. A black cat scoots across the front porch and around the side of the house. A witch's cat, Billy whispers to Mika. That is definitely a witch's cat. To Mika, that is definitely a witch's cat. Mika's eyes become as round as moons. Are you sure we should knock on the door, she says. Of course, says Billy. But she feels her heart beat even faster. The front gate garden is a tangled mess of weeds and bushes. Billy and Mika tiptoe along the cracked path towards the pale green door. The grey house is faded and peeling. Big flakes of paint curl up to show the silvery borders beneath. This is so a witch's house, Billy hisses. Stop it, Billy, Mika says. She stops walking and screws up her face. Or I'm going home. Billy giggles. Even Mika believes my spooky stories now, she thinks. There's no such thing as ghosts and witches, and everyone knows that. Mika frowns. That's not what you said before. I know, but I was just fooling around, Billy says. I wanted to have a mystery to solve. And then we can go home. She grabs Mika's hand. They step up to the door. Billy lifts a hand, pauses for a second, then gives the door 3 loud knocks. The street is completely quiet, except for the rustle of the wind in the trees. In the distance, a car starts up. There's no one here, Mika says. After a moment, she looks relieved. Come on, let's find the others. Wait, says Billy. I think I hear something. She puts her ear to the door. From deep inside the house comes a strange noise she has heard before. A whirring machine noises and grinding and crushing. That must be the witch's kid, crushing machine, Billy says in a low voice to Mika. Mika turns as pale as a ghost. Billy, she says angrily, you just said there's no such thing as witches and now you're trying to scare me. I'm going back to your house. This isn't fun anymore. She marches back down the garden path. Wait, whispers Billy. I think I can hear someone. Really? But Mika stomps through the gate and closes it behind her. Then she jogs around the side of the house to look for Alex and Jack. Billy watches. She feels a bit bad for scaring her friends. This house is pretty spooky. Maybe this wasn't the best place to look for a mystery after all. Billy listens to the noises from deep inside the house. Whirring, grinding, and creaky noises. Then a noise like footsteps, slow, heavy footsteps on creaking floorboards come closer and closer. Suddenly, the door flung open. Billy looks up and gasps. Standing in front of her is the scariest woman Billy has ever seen. She has long white hair and is wearing a long black dress, just like a real witch. When Billy looks at her long, skinny fingers and sees that they are spattered with red, "Hello?" the woman says. Her voice is croaky like a frog. She curls her lip back to show a little line of yellow teeth. Billy drops a basket of lollies in fright. She runs down the path through the rickety gate, heart pounding in her ears, and she runs all the way home.
Okay, so I'll just read this one. Chapter 4. She is definitely a witch, Billy tells the others as soon as they are all safely back in Billy's bedroom. I saw her, and I'm telling you, she's definitely a witch. Mika narrows her eyes. There's no such thing as witches, she says. Then she turns to the others. Billy was just making up stories all along. She told me so. Alex frowns. I knew it, he says in a know-all voice. But there was a witch, a real one, I promise. Billy, she had long white hair and a long black dress, and she had a black cat. You saw the cat, Mika. Mika crosses her arms. There wasn't anyone in that house, Billy. You're just trying to scare us. Yeah, Alex says. Jack looked over the back fence. The garden is all overgrown. It's just an empty house, Billy. But she came just after you left. Billy insists. She was really creepy. And she had red stuff on her hands. I'm not saying it was blood, but... Stop it, Billy, Mika says. I'm not playing with you. If you keep trying to scare us. Me neither, Alex says. This isn't fun anymore. I'm going home. Me too, says Mika. Billy looks at her three friends in shock. But what about the club? She says in a little voice. Our secret mystery club. Billy looks at Jack hopefully. His cheek turned pink and he looks away. I'll only play if you stop scaring us, he mumbles. Nobody your scary stories, Billy. But, Billy says, then she stops herself. It's no use. They will never believe her now. If only I hadn't played tricks on them, she thinks. Then they'd believe me. Okay, she says, hanging her head. I won't talk about witches anymore. I promise. Cross your heart, Mika says. Billy nods. And hope to die.
Thank you for listening to our our audiobook of A Billy B Mystery Spooky House. We will continue the next story on Tuesday. Thank you. We will continue this story on Tuesday. Thank you for listening. Peace out.